Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? Little surprise, little special stream here today for you guys. Jamar's in the building. David's in the house. Jester Sinai, good to see you. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the share button. Let people know this special edition here on Blaised Radio is live. This is FAW, Fantasy Action Wrestling, where we jump into the old time machine and take off and bring it down. David Fowler dropping a dono today. Happy day. Thank you so much, my brother. Happy holiday to everybody on their off day off, or if you're working, whatever it may be. Glad to have you on the show here tonight, people. Sit back, relax, let the AI take you for a ride. Strap it in, strap it on, strap it up, strap it down. Cowboy John, MSW, Hot Fire Rose, Kelly. Thank you for joining me, folks. A nice little chill stream. Brian Hernsberger's in the building. You guys are awesome. Make sure you share this out and let people know we're gonna talk shop. We're gonna talk about the state of the wrestling business today. We're gonna have some fun. Chaos Reaper's in the building. It's not a knock on any company or other company. It's just a great time to be a wrestling fan, baby. Baby, there's a pun. Cam Crash is in the house. Oops, crashed it, sorry. Well, hello there, Tiny Taker. Tiny, you might not want to be here because we're going to spoil the whole time. That's all we're talking about is what went down last night, what's going down. Yes, we will be talking about what happened at AllOut last night, what's going on in the future of wrestling. Mark Caliber's in the house. Sorry, Tiny. Well, hello there, Tiny Taker. And if you missed the show, yes, there will be mega spoilers here tonight. We're going to talk about who showed up last night and how, if you're in social media, it's hard not to see what went down last night. And just to clear it up, this isn't a WWE versus AEW thing, not in the least. There's something for everybody out there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever floats your boat, whatever turns your crank. Wrestling is amazing right now. Professional wrestling, that is. So hit the thumbs up, hit the share button. We got AllOut Labor Day special, fantasy action wrestling style. Didn't have too many spots to download, new people. But as you all know, the Exodus. Some of my favorite wrestlers, some of the best in the world, another pun there, of course, have gone over to All Elite Wrestling. It's not perfect either, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it, and it's only gonna get better from here, folks. Get ready. I'm about to turn you on with a little arrow. Let's do this. Yes, Dean Ambrose, but we know he's John Moxley. And Jungle Boy coming up first. Let's do this. We'll let the music play because we don't have entrance music for these guys. Here we are, Chicago, Illinois, baby. Let's do this. right, here he is. Jon Moxley making his way down to the ring. Wild thing, I think you moved me. Thank you so much for the donation there, David Fowler. What a historic night last night. We're going to have some fun with it, folks. Yeah, the tag match was bomb, Chaos Reaper. Holy hell. What a tag match. I tell you what, back about a year or so ago, people knocked the tag division and the women's division in AEW, but damn, what up? How you like me now? Jungle Boy and Jon Moxley, our first matchup, Extreme Rules. Let's do this! Yeah, Reaper, the first couple matches started off a little slow, but damn, did it pick up. What a fight, what a show. Alright, we might as well pick a wiener here and see who you guys think will win this one. And make sure, because this is not a normal time for this show, make sure you share this out and let people know we're live and get them in here. We're going to have some fun, people. Moxley working on Jungle Boy. If you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about All Out. What you're doing today on the old holiday. Kicking it right now, having a blast. This is the Blaised Radio Network right here on YouTube. Fantasy Action Wrestling, where we mix up today's wrestlers, yesterday's wrestlers. This is just a little FAW stream, if you will, at AEW stars. Immediately a couple roll-ups, but no good for Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy now with the Jurassic Express is going to be quite interesting to see with the guy who's fighting later on tonight in our main event, Bryan Danielson, baby. I keep saying baby. I wonder why. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep saying baby. To say it was a shocking night would be an understatement last night. I mean, it reminded me, and I'm not comparing, of course, but it reminded me of, hey, the Outsiders, when they ended up showing up. Now, a lot of people now today with social media had a better idea that it was happening, but did you guess what was happening? What did happen? Holy piss. Well, we knew that certain people were going to show up at AEW sooner or later if you're paying attention to social media, but last night they just... And I've already seen people saying, oh, they put too much eggs in one basket, too much in one night. No, listen, people. That's the old frame of thought that we've been accustomed to from WWE and other companies, where they only focus on one big comeback that night or one big star returning. Well, that shit's out the window if you haven't known. Good stuff, David. I appreciate you being here, my friend. No disqualification, no count out, Extreme Rules. So they're on the outside of the ring. They're on the outside. Better get on back in. Pinfall submission inside the ring. Moxley. Hey, if you guys don't watch, GCW did a pretty crazy show the other night, too. Where Nick Gage, who came over to fight Moxley and, Jericho, and Nick Gage holding that championship. Former Zack Ryder holding that title, but Jon Moxley showing up. Just Google GCW War Games and check it out. It was pretty crazy. And it's just exciting again, Dave. That's what I'm saying. It's just exciting. There's a roll-up. Not enough. It's exciting, and it's got me so fired up. I'm feeling a little better. My health is coming around. It's amazing. As older you get, you got to be careful what you put in your body. A good different diet has helped me out. And, of course, all the support, love, prayers, thoughts from all you guys and gals out there, all the community coming together. Cardona, there you go. Cardona. Well, the GCW belt that Cardona had isn't there anymore, Chaos Reaper. Sorry to spoil that for you. Well, it was Cardona that showed up a while ago in a black robe, black hood, black mask over there. And Moxley returned a favor the other night. So Moxley actually fought and defeated Cardona, winning the GCW belt on like 2 days ago. Then he fought last night. I mean, it's just crazy what's going down. That forbidden door that Moxley is opened up with New Japan. And we saw Kojima last night, and Suzuki is coming up on Wednesday. And I'm not super well versed in New Japan, but to see them bringing these guys over, those that can. And even Bryan Danielson mentioned last night, he definitely wants to go fight over in Japan. And right now, with what's going on in the world, it's just not feasible as much. But sooner than later, Bryan Danielson, he'll be going over to Japan and fighting with some of those guys. Dream matches, that's why I did this. I was sitting last night after that show, adrenaline flowing, so hyped about how amazing pro wrestling is right now. Dirty pin for Jungle Boy, it's legal. That I was like, man, the dream matches are just oozing over there. Now, I didn't download the Young Bucks, Penta and Ray Phoenix. I wish I could have downloaded, but I don't have enough spots. With LTD, I had way too many spots. I actually had to upload Shmoo and Tyson and Junior just to make room for the people I downloaded today. Oh, that might do it. Jungle Boy's in trouble. Uno dos, not enough. It felt like a dream, actually. I had a dream match I didn't even know I had last night. Making a run for it in a big clothesline to corner. Now big bulldog by Moxley. So yeah, I kept some of the characters that were actually already in. And it's crazy because if you go down the list of those, Maddie is in the building. Good to see ya. And Sean, I know Daddy Sean's lurking somewhere as well. Monstar. We were sharing some notes back and forth with your dad last night while I was watching this show. It's historic. But if you go down the line, Ruby Riott, Ty Dillinger, Jake Roberts, Aleister Black, Matt Hardy, Moxley, Goldust, Jericho, FTR, Christian, Andrade, Rusev, Big Show, Sting, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson. Those are all on this game who are now in AEW, and that's nuts. And I'm not a WWE hater. I'm not an AEW mark. I'm a pro wrestling fan. I still got a lot of favorite wrestlers that are still in WWE. And hoping, this is what happens. If you go back to the Monday Night Wars, whether WWE wants to admit it or not, this is not competition. I just want to say it drives each company to do better. I've already heard rumors that they might bring Taker back for an appearance just to try to sway things, and they did the Brock and Becky thing last week whenever Punk came back, but it's not about just who, I think, it's about how, to me. It's how they use these people when they come over there and pitting them with each other, like with a legend, like the Darby Allin and Sting thing, and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, two of my old favorites. I'm still waiting to see if they do something with the Horsemen. Maybe Honor and Mongo McMichael, because he's not really doing good health-wise. And Arn Anderson does have the Horseman logo and the Horseman name. So that's it. And Dave, that's the point. Whenever they come over here, they're getting to go watch. If you haven't watched the post-media scrum on the All Elite show last night, they did interviews with Adam Cole, interviews with Bryan Danielson, and when you hear these wrestlers talk about why they came over, and listen to Bryan Danielson, he said the F word, he said GD, and people are like, oh, Daniel Bryan's cussing. Dude, that's really him. He's so happy to be able to just be himself now, and I love it. I love it. And that's what you heard from Adam Cole, you heard from CM Punk, you listened to Chris Jericho. Ooh, Jungle Boy's busted open. To hear these wrestlers say, man, it feels good to, they don't need total creative control, but they're happy just to have more freedom to be themselves. Like, a good example is all the cages and the pages over in AEW. I get the marketing standpoint for WWE, why they wouldn't do that, and how many atoms do they versus Adam, Page versus Page versus Cage versus Cage, and all that. I get the marketing standpoint behind that. One, that might do it. Moxley, no. But it's a little different nowadays. I mean, I think it means more to these guys to use their likeness, use their name. Man, it was great to hear Adam Cole say last night in the interviews afterwards, he's happy he can keep his Twitch account. He can still play video games online. He's built a community because over there, they don't want that. And I understand the business part. Right now, and like I said before, I'm not knocking WWE. I'm not an AEW stan completely either. Oh, that might do it. Bloody, battered, bruised, and scarred, kicked in the face, and almost won. But right now, it's sports entertainment, and it's professional wrestling. Yeah, up, down, down just lost Adam Cole, apparently. Be interesting to see how they do. Uh-oh, roll through. Look at this maneuver. Pinning maneuver by Jungle Boy, only a 2. What a match between these two we got. So Adam, a lot of freedom with these guys to be themselves now. There was another question I think that Danielson was asked, and they said, what's the difference between talking to Vince about business and talking to Tony Khan about business? And he said the same thing. He's just like, Vince is very intimidating. Vince is a very intimidating businessman. Nightcrawler, what's up, Ron? How good to see you, my friend. I've been a little under the weather, haven't streamed as much. This is more of a chill stream, so I can handle it. Not as much pressure to go full blast. 2 count again. These two are putting on a damn show here, folks. And the little keywords last night, Kenny Omega saying, the only people out there are already dead. You know, they're either not wrestling anymore somewhere else, or they're already dead. It was such a cue for Adam Cole, because if you watch Being the Elite, they actually killed Adam Cole off a while ago. And someone else pointed this out. I wish I could take credit for it, but Adam Cole came out in Jordans, so it was kind of, that turn was very interesting. There's a 2 count again. But he came out in Jordans. Everyone was expecting Daniel Bryan first. Bryan Danielson. I got to stop saying Daniel Bryan. They actually called him Daniel Bryan last night in the post-conference. And he was like, who's Daniel? Who's Daniel? It's cool that this game actually has Bryan Danielson in it already, because Daniel Bryan was featured in this one. But we're on the outside now. Nightmare! Oh, no! Nightmare cancels the show. All right, we're done. Let me turn everything off. Just kidding. You get the button, Nightmare. Nightmare, you know a lot of people. Share this out for your brother Blaze. I'm trying to have some people in here and shoot the shit. Haven't watched AEW, but I need to. Yeah, dude. Hey, man, if you like, I don't want to say completely old school wrestling, but a mix of legends and new folk and different styles of wrestling, it has really, you know, I was... For the last year or two, I've watched everything. Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor, NWA, anything I could. This might do it. He's a bloody mess. Moxley, Dean Ambrose, or whatever you want to call him. Winner of the match. Check out the highlights. Winner kicking us off. John Moxley. He's bleeding too. Holy hell. Great first fight. Well, 88% of you guys wanted him to win. How about it? And he did. We're going to give you Jericho versus MJF one more time. Controversial ending last night for that match. But I like it. A lot of people were like, it's a controversy. They restarted the match. Jericho won. But I like it. Because now MJF has a reason to be pissed off about it. Jericho has a reason to come back. I dig it. It was very intriguing. It's been a while since I've seen an ending like that to a match. We're going to give you the Good Brothers versus FTR. Malachi Black versus Darby Allin. A battle royal with a bunch of ex-WWE guys. Even Jake Roberts getting in the ring. Dustin Rhodes with his gold dust again. Andrade, who Andrade and Pac were supposed to fight last night, but travel problems for Pac. And they did an interview with Andrade, and they do great. That's another thing. AEW's interviews in the back and segments. And it's not a lot of fluff. It's not, here's what happened 5 minutes ago, replay. Here's what happened 10 minutes ago. Here's what happened earlier tonight. Hey, and I'm, like I said, I will clown on WWE a little bit for the things they've done recently, but I'm not hating on them. They still got a fan base of bazillions. They ain't going anywhere. It's not a AEW takeover or putting WWE out of business. That's just stupid talk, to be honest. Can't we all just get along? Also tonight, Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. My dream match, which I hope they do before Sting gets way too old and can't fight anymore. Sting versus CM Punk, and then our main event. Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson versus Adam Cole, baby. It's going to be a good one. I think MJF, as much as many people don't like him because you're supposed to not like him, he is a huge star. He is one of the ones that'll carry the torch for a long time here in All Elite. In my opinion, he's a hell of a heel. The whole storyline that's been building for so long with Jericho has been great as they were together, then apart, and just the banter between each of them is gold. And I've enjoyed everything they've done so far. It's not, like I said, it's not perfect. There's a lot of things AEW has to get better at. Keep in mind, folks, it's a company that's only been together a couple years. So give it some time. Patience, if anything. The exploding ring didn't work, but patience. That brought Moxley together with a very unlikely partner. And man, have they been good together. Kingston, Eddie Kingston, my goodness. Just going to use regular music I got here for this. And here we go, Jericho coming out first. The Demo God. The Painmaker, the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. One of my all-time favorites I actually used back in the day of e-fedding in CAW. Where people used avatars like wrestlers here. I use Jericho a lot for Blaise McCoy. Similar attitude. A big part of Blaise McCoy is kind of patented after Jericho. Interesting matchup here. And another thing they said, back in the day, people used to make fun of AEW. It's a T-shirt company and stuff. But actually, look at the T-shirts they've been putting out. I mean, Punk's T-shirt, now Adam Cole's T-shirt. There's an American Dragon, Daniel Bryanson. Bryan Danielson. God, I keep on saying Daniel Bryanson. I get the button for that one. Well, 67% of you think Jericho is going to win this one. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, you got to put Roman at number 1. I will give Roman Reigns credit for being the best heel right now, but MJF, he's the future, and he's definitely one of the biggest heels in wrestling. I agree, Reaper. I agree, my friend. He is better than you, and you know it, and he knows it, and we all know it, I guess. One more time, Jericho versus MJF. Well, if you heard the other night, Jericho said, well, the only thing MJF has over him is 3 wins. Now, Jericho getting the win last night in controversial fashion. Now 1 win against MJF. And as Fozzy goes on tour, probably a break from Jericho for a while. And that's the thing about a lot of people saying that all these legends and older wrestlers coming over there are going to take up all the spotlights. You must not be watching AEW very well if you think that. We got 50-50 for this match right now in the votes in the chat. Oh, big show. Mr. Paul White got to get into the ring. He looked great last night as well. I thought that Bryan Danielson was going to be coming out for that because having Aaron Solo and Camarado in the corner of QT Marshall, I thought for sure it was going to be Paul White wins, beat down from the other side, and here comes Bryan Danielson to save his old buddy. But, man, they really did it a lot even better than that. One of the best endings to a pay-per-view ever, I would say. I mean, the thing is, everyone knew that CM Punk was going to show up in Chicago last week, but it was still an amazing moment. It was still there was still that doubt that he might not. And last night, you knew that one person was going to debut, but for them to pull off 2, actually 4 if you count Suzuki and Ruby Riott, a.k.a. James Money is in the building. Good to see you. But what a show last night's All Out was. If you missed it, watch the replay. We are going to talk about the results and what went down. These two put on a great fight like they have time and time again. Oh, look at that. Through the roof. Big vicious clothesline by Maxwell J. Friedman. I wasn't a huge fan of the entrance for Jericho, the guy playing the guitar for the song, but it was unique. Now, Penta and Ray's entrance with the clan of rappers, Latino rappers and stuff, that was dope. That was pretty dope. I like that one. MJF with a bridge here trying to end it. Appreciate y'all stopping by, whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, 1 hour, the whole damn show. And a lot of people are enjoying the Labor Day festivities today, grilling out. The weather's nice here in southwestern Pennsylvania. And so I appreciate anybody who can stop by today or watch the replay later on. Please leave me a comment. It means the world to me. This community has been huge. And if you missed it yesterday, my man Chance Nightwalker had a little conversation over there on Twitter. And we brought together a lot of different showrunners, not only from YouTube, but from Twitch, PlayStation and Xbox, eFed and Sim. It didn't matter. We had great discussion for hours about Creator Wrestler, about eFed, and about what we do on here, how it's evolved. And a lot of the bullshit we got to put up with and how to avoid it, ignore it, and just have fun. Run your show however you want to run it, and just, oh man, and just have a good time with it again. You're going to have a good time. This one might be over. No, Jericho only with a 2 count. A little frustration sitting in on Jericho here, Y2J. I did miss MJF. I guess he trolled the audience with the countdown. like a Y2J countdown before he came out. I missed that part of it. Eye raking. Oh, right in the bing bang, the ging gang ghoulies, right up in the pee pecker checker, baby. Oh, going for another one, but this time Jericho blocked and goes for the cover. 1 and a 2 in the kick out. History was made last night. If you missed it, just go to social media. All Out, AEW, it's all over the place. I was going to call this All Over. That's the next one. All in, all out, all over. Why not, huh? Jericho locking him in front chancery here. The fans on their feet in Chicago. Big chop across the chesticles. And going to work, going to town, if you will. Working on the arm of Jericho now. This match last night really had me guessing. I didn't know how it was going to go. Oh, another ball shot. Jericho, I think you're done having babies in case you already were. That might do it. 1, 2, MJF with the ball shot. Again, picking up the victory. It's going to be interesting to see this Wednesday on Dynamite. Where do we go from here? Who does Punk fight next? Will we get Adam Cole versus Bryan Danielson since they both came out together at first? I don't know. There's so much excitement on the horizon for All Elite Wrestling. I'm excited about it. And I just think Tony knows what he's doing. Leo! What's up, Leo? Yo, it's your boy, Leo. Share it out, my friends. I am doing much better, Leo. An amazing pay-per-view last night for All Elite, so I figured bringing back fantasy action wrestling today made sense to have some fun with some dream matches from All Elite Wrestling, since they have like a Hall of Fame all-star cast right now, and a lot of them are my favorite wrestlers. I'm a little biased. I'm Biased Radio today, I guess. Firestar! Good to see you, doll. Glad you got your phone fixed. We're moving right along here to our next fight. A tag team match. Punk and MJF. Yeah, that would be good too, Reaper. I would dig that. We got FTR on the right, formerly the Revival. The Good Brothers on the left. Gallows and Anderson. Tag team action coming up next. Well, you guys picked MJF to win. No, you picked Jericho, 57%, but that's all right. We got tag team action coming up next. Of course, we'll let you guys pick, see who you think will win this. I really dig what the Good Brothers have been doing with Impact, as well as AEW. And the Elite, man, the Elite. Looking NWO-ish right now, really. Taking over to a different level, and I love it. Great heels, great faces, great tweeners, great all kinds of good stuff. I dig it. Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson coming down to the ring here. I was going to do the show a little later, but I know we got some people in the community going live. Kelly has a big show later on tonight. Make sure you guys check out BMWF, Crushing Kelly's show later on tonight. I do have a fantasy draft, my last one at 7 online, but I will be checking out Kelly's stream as well. Count is in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Yeah, Kelly, I'm not really a fan of either of these teams either. I just went with those that are already in the game, because I could only download 6 people, so I downloaded Jungle Boy, MJF, Darby Allin, Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, and CM Punk. Wally! Good to see you, Wally. So I only had 6 open spots. Actually, I only had 3 open spots. I had to upload, like I said, Junior McCoy, Shmoo, and Tyson Parker just to free up enough space to make this happen. I couldn't sleep last night. I was full of adrenaline after that show. And that's what AEW has been doing, folks. They're not hyping up the next pay-per-view every time and giving you the same old feud over and over in match. They're giving you something to talk about. Let's give them something to talk about. I used to call it back in the day when WCW used to do it was a happening. I said, like on Tuesday morning, I should say, or Monday after a pay-per-view. What are we talking about? Who showed up? Who turned heel? Who turned face? There is something happening on AEW every week. And the creativity is it's not everybody's cup of tea. Let me just put that out there. AEW is not for everybody. Some people think it's just a WCW 2.0 and all that stuff. And if they think that, they're not really watching the show. But I'm not a WWE hater. I'm not an AEW stan. I love AEW. But I'm just a wrestling fan here, just excited about what's been going down. And the other companies are going to step up as well. That's right, Wally. We're talking about that today. We got Adam Cole fighting in the main event tonight with Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. So that's our main event, a triple threat elimination match. And my dream match, Sting versus CM Punk. I was surprised with CM Punk last night, guys. I thought he was going to be rusty. And I was giving him the benefit of the doubt, thinking, he's going to be a little bit rusty. I'll forgive him for this or that. Damn, he looked good. He looked really good, and he hung the whole time, and Darby Allin's selling was gold as well. Great match. It was such a great match. I totally expected the Ruby Soho thing. Her runaway vignettes were amazing. And my band used to cover Rancid's Ruby Soho. Count can appreciate it, I'm sure. And as soon as the music hit, Destination Unknown, Ruby, 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 Ruby Soho, it was electric. I mean, it was great. Oh, Hot Fire Rose, I got some LTD news for you. Your little feud with Tessa's over. You took her out. She's not even a company anymore. Hot Fire Rose going after Trashy Tessa, attacking her. She blasted her at the last show on Thursday, and she had all the reason to from the attack from Tessa. But Hot Fire Rose got her due, and there is no Tessa on the roster anymore. You took her out. Good job, Hot Fire Rose. That's how to do it, Rosie. A whole lot of Rosie. Doc Gallows now stomping away Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. I'm not used to them as much. Like Kelly said, these aren't two of my favorite tag teams, but I think Gallows and Anderson add a nice depth to the Elite and everything going down there. See, Count's happy about that. There you go. I need a hero. I'm holding on for a hero to the end of the night. Well, she gotta be hot, and she gotta be fire, and she gotta be rose for the fight. I need a hero. That's right, Hot Fire Rose. You get drink for free today. Lethal Libations Bar and all that good stuff. This is one fall tag team madness match here, so it's no disqualification, no count out, one fall to the finish. And for those who are wondering, I am doing a lot better. Health-wise. Yeah. Hey, guess what, MSW? I watch a watch-along guy. His name is Wrestling Daze, D-A-Z-E. He's amazing. He's really good. And he said over in the UK, it was, 15 pounds, which is like $20. Wow. You like that song, Hot Fire? It's your new theme song. Yeah, it was, $50 to watch it last night. I went with the Fight because I have a Fight account. But Bleacher Report and Fight had it last night. it was such a well done pay-per-view. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just say it was perfect and that AEW is the best in the world and all that stuff. You know, but they've come so far. And people were, I mean, I understand the people out there saying, why are they taking everybody? They're too much, too many legends, too many people from WWE. How can you not take some of the guys that they're letting go? How can you not? Count, we need to do a duet someday, Count. Me and you, baby. I keep saying baby today so much. Yeah, great voice. I got a face for radio, too, right? That's why I sung backup. Yeah, Tony Khan does a great job. I'm telling you, go to YouTube and try to find the post-media scrum, the interview session for after last night. Woo! Where is Goddess, my friend, Count? I miss her. What? I was in a fantasy draft, and I popped into the show last night. Goddess and Count, you guys put on amazing shows. I really enjoy them. Same thing with Kelly. Kelly does such a good job with her shows. It seems like she's been doing shows for years. Kelly, the only if you can call it a criticism, is I want to hear more Kelly. I know you like to have other people, same with Goddess and you guys having more people in the booth, which is amazing, which is awesome. That's what this community is all about. Goddess is in bed. Aww. Hey now, good bed, bad bed. Yeah, MSW, I'm 1, 2, is this it? It is the Good Brothers, put them away. And like I said it earlier, and I'll keep repeating myself, I do not want to compare AEW and WWE. A lot of people are, too many people do, but I don't want to compare them. I'm not here to knock down WWE. They're still a huge, they're not going anywhere, people. Those out there saying, oh, WWE's dead after last night, that's a bunch of horseshit. I mean, NXT making changes. I'm waiting to see what they do Tuesday. Is it tomorrow? Or no, the 14th. The 14th is the first new NXT show. I think that if you guys haven't seen the new NXT arena, it's studio, like old NWA. There is no barricade between the fans in the front row and the ring, which is going to be pretty interesting. But I'm hopeful for NXT, man. I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to knock WWE. I want everybody to be successful. I want Impact. I mean, and there's already rumors, and I see it. Buddy Matthews, former Buddy Murphy, and Braun Strowman going to Impact. I think that's the right move for them. I think they help that company a lot. Plus, with the open door between AEW and Impact, you never know who's going to show up on each show. That's the glory of this. The freedom that these personal contractors, whatever you want to call them, these professional wrestlers, they have the ability to do other things, and that's so attractive to these guys, man. There you are, the winners of the match, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers. So I am just excited about wrestling. I got adrenaline going through my veins again. I am doing better health-wise. Still have a long road to recovery. Just be aware, folks, the older you get, you got to watch what you put in your body. Different diets, different medicines that you do. You got to be very careful. Yeah, that wasn't really a criticism, Kelly. My only criticism is that I want Kelly to command that show. It's your show. Don't let them take it over. Let them put their 2 cents in because they're amazing. Joey, my brother. Man, I had fun, Joey, yesterday in that conversation with Chance and all those guys. Man, it was fun, dude. I appreciate you. That was a blast. Here's a match I can't wait. I hope they pull the plug on this. I mean, plug it in, I guess. Plug it in, plug it in. I hope they do this match because this is something I would love to see. Now, Malachi Black and Darby Allin. Yeah, Kelly, I love what you do over there. Don't get me wrong. We gotta stop that and do it again. Joey, check out I'm shaking my dupa. Hey now. Yeah, Joey, I was talking about it earlier. What Chance did yesterday with that conversation, we had 16-year-olds and 60-year-olds. We had E-Fetters, we had Sim-Fetters. We had Xbox, we had PlayStation. We had a little bit of everything. And we had Twitchers and we had YouTubers. It's a great thing. Alfie, that's what I'm talking about. Share it out. There he is. We're just talking about, that's what we had yesterday. He brought together E-Fetters and Sim-Fetters, and it was a conversation about what we like, what we don't like, how we run our shows, how we make this shit successful and have fun with it, and hats off to you, Chance. I know you don't like getting all the kudos, but damn, that was a great conversation. I stole your convo word, too, for these shows. This ought to be a great fight here. Let's bring him out. Coming down the ring first, from the House of Black, Malachi Black. No, what you did is be yourself, Chance. You have the connections to bring those people together. That's what you did. The following that you have isn't just PlayStation, it's also Xbox. It isn't just eFed, it's also SimFed. It isn't just YouTube, it's also Twitch. And I got like 10 new followers on frickin' Twitter yesterday from that. It was a blast. Next time you need to do it on YouTube with StreamYard so people can watch replays and learn from it. It was a very, very educational chat yesterday, the conversation that we had. And please, everybody, if you haven't already, share this out. Let's get some folks in here and talk shop. How about Malachi Black? Another prime example. Yeah, Kelly's pissed because she couldn't get in there. I couldn't either, Kelly. Just picking random songs for people here to bring them out. And here he comes, teamed up with Sting. Last night, Sting did the right thing, too. I loved how he did that, where Sting was, I'm going to come down to the ring, I'm going to shake my partner's hand, I'm going to walk up the ramp and let you two go at it. And damn, did they go at it. Darby Allin and CM Punk. And like I said earlier, I thought Punk was going to be rusty. He was not rusty at all. It was a great match. Darby Allin, the way he sold and the way he was ragdolled around in that fight. Demon Joker's in the building. This guy has got a huge future as well. Oh no, he's in Demented's closet. It was great to hear people like Demented. We had Omar on there. We had Chance. We had Grand Prix Wrestling. We had people from all over digital wrestling on the conversation. Get Blaze. We'll do that on Grinder Gang's channel here. It is so good for the community because one thing we did talk about is for showrunners handling drama, handling trolls, handling the fact that there's always going to be people out there that wants to shit on your parade. Don't give them the time of day, folks. I always say we're here to have fun, and you got to be able to look past all the bullshit and just have a good time. Yeah, the Twitter space is for a more intimate conversation, and I saw you address it today. There were even individuals that popped in. We didn't know a lot of those people. I didn't. I know you didn't even know some of them. But it was a very private conversation, but it was so educational. It was a lot of fun, man. You are a good troll, Count. You and Chance are the best trolls I know. But you guys are good trolls. You're trolls to have fun. That's what it's all about. If you're in here, and we talked about that too. Oh man, you don't need a backy out of me. The fact that it's pro wrestling, there's trash talk, and some people can take it the wrong way. Like today, I prepped my mods. I sent them a message saying we don't normally talk about WWE, AEW on my shows, but today we're going to. So that I took an extra second to have a private group chat with my mods and let them know, hey. If you guys don't know, today we're doing something a little different. We are going to talk about what happened last night, so if you don't want spoilers, I mean, Tiny was here earlier, Mrs. Utaker didn't want to know the spoilers because her and Mordrin are going to watch it later. Yeah, that was a great way to get it off and running, Chance. And I just think the StreamYards can reach more people on YouTube where they can learn. And I said this on the stream yesterday, those that were in there, I learned a lot from. They're all very educated and knowledgeable in not only wrestling, but this digital wrestling as well. And it was good for all of us to share best practices, but there's a handful of people out there that need to hear that shit. And maybe they won't do dumb stuff to get them blackballed and all this cancel culture bullshit and stuff. It's just, yeah, Joker popped in there. Jamar popped in there. I mean, people need to hear, I mean, those conversations are great. Darby Allin working on Malachi Black. I really hope we do get to see this match in AEW. It's one of my dream matches, along with Sting and CM Punk. But like I said, everything last night wasn't perfect. I love Ruby Soho coming out. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Ruby Soho. That's been in my head like all night last night. My band used to cover that. I said that earlier. I love that song. And I was hoping she used it. When I saw her vignettes, the runaway vignettes she was doing, I pretty much figured she was going to use that. I thought she was going to be the Joker. She was. I thought that Thunder Rosa would end up winning that because Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker are great matches. Yeah. I have a couple wrestling fans. My friend CJ Sensation that's still wrestling, and I was chatting with some of my Real Deal Wrestling podcast friends last night about that show. That was his favorite reveal. He was thrilled to see Ruby over there. And he's worked with a lot of those guys that were on that show. Knowing Wardlow and a lot of guys that they've worked with. I can't wait to interview those guys sooner or later. DH Bruiser, CJ Sensation, who wrestle in Indies. CJ still in the IWC, which is International Wrestling Cartel. In here in Pittsburgh, it's not International Internet Wrestling Community, which it is also known as. But IWC, where Adam Cole and Britt Baker fought before as well. And oh, blackout right across the face. Referee pissing around here. CJ knows the referees over there. I wish he could get a job there. He's a great ref. He's a great dude. I can't wait. He's beaten CM Punk. I've watched him beat CM. I didn't know who CM Punk or CJ Sensation was when I saw that little VFW fight back in the 90s. But I think it was the 90s. It might have been early 2000s. I don't know. But he got a win over CM Punk early in his career. He's got great stories. So Doherty, my friend, also does. He's an announcer for a couple different indie feds, and it's great. AJ Lee is not, and I'm sure she was backstage. I wouldn't be surprised if they use her at some point. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O, Darby. Doesn't get it. Shoulder up. But even CM Punk was asked that after his debut in the post-media scrum, that he said she probably won't come here to fight, but I wouldn't be surprised to see her make an appearance at some point. I want to see Ric Flair make a damn appearance and do a tribute for the Horsemen, for damn sure. And I didn't, like I said, I talked about it earlier. I didn't know that Arn Anderson has the legal rights to the Horseman logo and the name. I don't want to see him bring back a Horseman. They're already kind of doing that with the Pinnacle. But to do an honor of the Horsemen, especially with the condition of Mongo McMichael right now. Yeah, Ruby's going to be great. Her interview after last night was gold, too. She was dressed like Beetlejuice. She had a black and white striped complete suit on. She looked like Beetlejuice. It was great. Malachi Black looks like he's got the win over Darby, and he does. Malachi Black with the win, taking out Darby Allin. Great fight. You guys 50-50 in the chat on that match. I don't think Braun's going to go to AEW, Joker. I think we're going to see him along with Buddy Matthews. If you guys haven't seen his vignettes, too, have been very good. Former Buddy Murphy. I think you're going to see Buddy Murphy, Buddy Matthews, and Braun over in Impact. But like I said, it doesn't mean they can't come over to AEW for a show or something because of the door that's wide open. FAW, baby. Good call, Kelly. Yeah, the Scrum video is great. You want to hear why Bryan Danielson has come over. You want to hear why Adam Cole was there and the process that Adam Cole went through. It's great. The interviews after last night were amazing. Congratulations. Great win for Malachi Black. I like what they're doing with Malachi Black and the Nightmare family. As sooner and later, I think we'll have another Cody fight, but he's going to fight Dustin this Wednesday. That'll be interesting. Yeah, we're worried about here, Wally, that's all. I know other people are going to be streaming and stuff. It's a holiday, but... All right here, folks. This is a crazy match. Just took together all the rest of the people that were on the WWE2K19 roster that are now in AEW. Dustin Rhodes, Dustin Runnels, as we were just talking about. Jake Roberts, who's he's just a manager, but let's bring him back. Yeah, I want to see the Cult of Wyndham, too. So I think we might see Bray in AEW. Bray sees what's going on with those that have come over, like Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson. I think he's going to want to go there. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up at Impact, too. That'd be a huge, huge gain for Impact if Impact gets the Cult of Wyndham. So we got Dustin, we got Jake, Christian, who had a great fight again last night with Kenny Omega. And to see Christian, Bryan Danielson, and the Jurassic Express, I'm excited to see them together. We got Paul White, Tall Paul. We got Miro, formerly Rusev, Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears, Matt Hardy, and Andrade. Yeah, I want to see Bray go there too, Joey. I think it'll happen. We'll see. You never know. So our own little casino battle royal, if you will, here. No Joker. Well, we got Joey in the chat. He's a Joker. That wasn't him, Caliber. That wasn't Bray Wyatt. There's the goddess of Boom! Yeah, that wasn't Bray, Mark. You got to look closer. They look alike. Just like have you guys seen The Rock's look alike? That cop in, I think, Florida or something? Dude is exactly like The Rock. And leave it up to wrestling fans to say The Rock has hired a stunt double to fight for him at WrestleMania. Yeah, that wasn't him, Caliber. He looks like him, but I don't think if it was the real Bray Wyatt, he'd be sitting number one that far up, and he'd be in the back. Bryan Danielson actually said, it was funny, he said, I don't think I've ever been put in this position. Last night in the after the show scrum, he said, I don't ever think I've been put in this position, but Tony Khan put me in a trailer for the show. They had Bryan Danielson, they had him hiding in a trailer so no one saw him before his appearance last night. And here's a guy, I tell you what, when he first came over to AEW, people clowned on him because he was doing the video game gimmick and all that. But he's got one of the best gimmicks in wrestling right now. The Redeemer. Miro. Now, when Eddie Kingston said, redeem these nuts, that was great. There's a t-shirt now. It says, redeem these nuts. And Miro even posted last night after he got the win. He said, the nuts have been redeemed. And then CJ Perry, who is Lana, actually tweeted, I'll redeem them once you get home tonight, baby. Oh, hey now. I think we'll see CJ Perry in AEW eventually, too. Yes, Goddess, it was great. It was so great. That's what we're talking about, bro. And the whole Dark Order thing, I think that could be where Bray ends up. So many people, even Danielson talked about it last night. He said the Brody tribute is one of the things that made him want to come over to AEW. The way Tony handled the death of Brody Lee and everything after really turned a lot of these wrestlers on to why they want to work for Tony Khan. I love it. Yeah, ask and you shall receive. Your nuts have been redeemed. There it is. That was great. Yeah, Adam Cole. We'll see Adam versus Adam. We'll see Pages versus Pages. Cages versus Cages in Cages. With Diamond Dallas Page and Page as a referee. It's great. I love seeing them do that and not... Like I said, I totally get the marketing... I got a marketing degree. I get it. That's why they knock people down to one name, like Christian. And we got Christian Cage here once again. Even though there was already Cages and Pages, they don't mind bringing them over. And that's what I like about... They're not afraid to do things that WWE didn't do. And I talked about this earlier, too, where everyone's saying, oh, 2 debuts on the same show? It was actually 4. Too much at once. No, that's how everybody is conditioned to think because WWE has done that for so long. If they got a big return, that's the whole focus. Great to see you, Nightcrawler, my friend. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to see folks popping in, dropping in. You're going to make me sing it again. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. Ruby, 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 Soho. Yes, Joker, that's pretty much the consensus. Someone else mentioned that earlier. I think it was Reaper. That Young Bucks Lucha Brothers cage match. And to see the Lucha Brothers, who I thought was going to win that, both of them had, it was at their Thursday show, Hot Fire Rose. To see both Penta and Ray have their masks about ripped off, faces covered in blood, and I knew Ray was coming off the top of that cage. I love the way they have their cage constructed. It's extra tall of a cage, and you got like a walkway around the top, kind of. The scaffolding, they can stand very comfortably on the top of the cage. And that's going to put up some very cool spots. I didn't like the fact that Penta took the hit, too, and Ray jumped off the top, but it was crazy. That's right. AEW is run by the fans. That's what I like about it. And that's what CM Punk, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson. If you didn't hear his in-ring promo after the show where he said, let's fucking go. He dropped a GD. He's dropping F-bombs. That's really Daniel Bryan. Bryan Danielson, for fuck's sake. And here we go. The guy that's been... you don't hear a lot from him as much anymore, but just having him in the back, I'm sure, is gold. His promos early when he came over with Lance Archer and stuff was amazing. We're going to throw him in the ring. A lot of people's favorite, Jake the Snake Roberts. The adrenaline running through my body, man. It made me feel a little better enough to have a little chill stream with you guys. And just have some fun. This is more of a laid-back atmosphere for one of my streams. I look to be coming back very soon. To start with two shows a week till I get into full blast, but who knows? I'm feeling a lot better. And all your prayers, your thoughts, your kind words in all these chats have been huge to me, man. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. And I am doing a lot better. I'm glad to let you guys know that sooner than later you'll get a little more LTD action. The Olympics will continue. Yeah, it's been tough, Goddess, and my prayers are with you. I hope you're doing well also, hon. We all go through shit. That's why I don't talk about it a lot. A lot of people have it a lot worse than I do. We got Ty Dillinger out. Oh, boy. She's the hell out of me. We got Matt Hardy coming down to the ring. See, Joker, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be a comparison to me. I think it's two different worlds. Vince is working on sports entertainment. Tony Khan is propping pro wrestling. So I consider them two different things now, even though they are both similar. I don't like the comparison. I'm not here to knock down whatever WWE does. They better up their game, I tell you that much. And I still totally think Paramount, NBC, or Disney, they will be sold to at some point. Bring out Dustin Rhodes. That's right. And Goddess, people like you, I'll give Shifty some credit. I've talked to him and Chance, Tiny, Cassie, and many, many others. Just thinking, the uplifting words. And I know everyone knows that health comes first, but to see it in the chats and stuff really makes me say, you know what? Let me take a little more time off, get better, and come back when I can totally be me. Because if it's Blaise McCoy at 50%, it's going to be a weird stream. Yeah, I still got a lot of recovery, too. It's going to take me definitely weeks, if not months, to get totally back to where I want to be. Still a struggle every day, but a lot of people out there have it. And I wish everyone out there, no matter what you're dealing with, you can get through it. You can get better. The doctors might not have the answers, but sooner than later, you'll get that opportunity to get better. And I'm here for everybody. Thank you, Goddess. I appreciate you. This is our own little casino battle royal, folks. Let's do it. Who's going to get the last man standing? I'm saying it's got to be Paul White, you think? No? It's a nice all-out arena I found, too. I can take zero credit for this. This guy, how about this guy, Andrade? I still think he's going to end up taking that AAA title off of Omega eventually. And we haven't even had an Andrade fight in AEW yet. But the angles with Guerrero and his interviews, really intriguing to keep Andrade in the mix. He was supposed to fight Pac last night because of some travel problems. Pac did not show up. I thought we maybe was going to get Andrade versus Bryan Danielson last night as a bonus match. But I'm glad they waited. They did it. I love the way they did it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys and gals, dudes and dolls, for popping in, dropping in. Like I said, it's a holiday, so I'm not really expecting that many people. But those who can stop by, appreciate it. Yeah, they did move. Man, hey, talk about prepping for the next show. When you bring out Suzuki to fight Moxley, you bring out Ruby Soho to now have a shot at Britt Baker down the line, which kind of defies the wins and losses thing, but hey, it's a joker in the hand. You never know what it can be. And to see what's going to happen with Adam Cole, what's going to happen with Bryan Danielson. This Wednesday's Dynamite is going to be fire, folks. That's how you build it. All right, we got Jake the Snake and Paul White in the back, Matt Hardy and Christian. And Shawn Spears might be 10 seconds from getting eliminated. I really can't thank you guys enough for continuing to follow with me, to stand by when I can't be live streaming and come back. That show on, I don't talk about numbers a lot, but that show on Thursday, my comeback show after 2 weeks, which is some of the longest time I've ever been away here on YouTube in 4 years. Almost 200 views, over 30 likes. You guys rocked it on Thursday for my comeback show. And I'll be honest, it was not easy. I had to struggle through that show. Probably came back a little too early. This weekend has been a great... Yeah, Miro's, he's been a beast recently, Joker. I'm loving what they're doing with him anymore. Andrade and Dustin here in the corner. Christian and Matt Hardy up in the far left corner, which I hope Jeff Hardy ends up in AEW at some point in time just to get one run with those. Oh, bye-bye, Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle, so I got a lot of those, and I still like a lot of wrestlers in WWE. It's just frustrating to see what they do with them. Arrgh! So I'm not really happy with WWE. I don't really give a fuck what happens on Raw tonight. I think they're going to... I've already heard rumors that... Brock's coming back on SmackDown. There you go. What do you do when AEW brings people in? Hey, let's bring Brock back in. I've heard rumors that they have a possible Undertaker appearance, not a fight, obviously. But honestly, right now, it's not about who you bring back. It's how and what you do when you bring these people in. Honestly, to me, you can bring back Undertaker, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Kane, have them talk on Saturday or on SmackDown on Friday. It ain't really going to change much. I think as much as I love Liv Morgan, I think Liv is getting a nice push right now in WWE. So I hope they continue to push her and see what they do with her. She's gotten so much better in the ring. You guys go back to Riot Squad stuff, and Liv Morgan, as hot as she is, she wasn't that great in the ring before, but she has gotten really good in the ring. To me, my opinion. It's all my opinion here. Nah, Brock, I agree. I know you put Brooke, but it's Brock. There goes another elimination. That's Jake the Snake. Yeah, I mean, I like Brock as a sort of tweener face thing, and the whole dimension with Paul Heyman and Roman, it's very intriguing. But you're not going to see Brock for a while. I mean, I want consistency, and that's what AEW is bringing you every week with these stories. Plus, they're tying together a lot of long-term storylines. Will we see Brock versus Roman? Will it be Survivor Series? Will it be at their day one, January 1st, pay-per-view? Who knows? I don't, Kelly. I don't. I think they're picking the good ones, the ones that need to be reused, and they're doing it right. I understand where people are coming from when they say that, getting too many, but I wouldn't, and most of those guys aren't WWE people. Even Stone Cold is not a WWE guy. He came from WCW. So a lot of these guys coming over aren't necessarily WWE guys. They just weren't happy there. So I can't blame them. Yeah, outdated storylines. The Roman thing is gold. I mean, I will not knock Roman's storyline. It's a great storyline. It's been very long. It's developed in a bunch of different ways. They just hired, what's his name? Jacob Fatu, another cousin. So whether they bring him right up to the top or not. And I feel bad for Triple H, to be honest. Triple H did such an amazing job with NXT. I think he did too good of a job. But the only thing that makes sense to me about what WWE has been doing, all the budget cuts, all the releases, all the changes with NXT and everything, it really seems like they're selling. I mean, Vince is old as shit, and it's a shame that Triple H is not fully running NXT anymore because he did such a great job. What does SCFA mean? Sefa. There goes Dustin. We're down to 4. Joseph Fatu. There you go. Yeah, Joseph Fatu signing with... We're down to 3 here as the favorite, obviously, the biggest dude in the match, Paul White, has been eliminated. We're down to Christian, Miro, and Shawn Spears. Now, there are guys like Shawn Spears and others that may be lost in the fold. Shawn had a nice tweet, too. I think he's the one who said last night he's going to do his damn best to make sure that's the last pay-per-view he is not a part of in AEW. And that's what Sefa Fatu, that's his name. I got you. Uso, baby bro. I thought it was a cousin. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I want Naomi. The Naomi heel turn and join the bloodline. Please. Yeah, I got you, Goddess. He was doing too good with it. It's just, there goes Miro, Christian, and Shawn Spears, the final two left. Yeah, I think if Naomi joins and does a heel turn, it's time. It's time for her to do a heel turn to me. Jacob Fatu's the cut. Yeah, they're bringing in more to the bloodline. I dig it. It's the best thing WWE got going right now. I'm not going to knock it. Oh, speaking of knocking, he got knocked in a cranium here. But the whole, oh, there he goes, and 10. Big win for Shawn Spears. We saw Moxley and Jungle Boy earlier. MJF get his revenge on Jericho. The Good Brothers over FTR and Malachi Black take out Darby Allin. And the winner of the LTD Battle Royal, Grand Royal Flush Royal, Shawn Spears. Very nice win. Phoenix Fire Wrestling in the building. Tito, good to see you, my friend. We are live here in Chicago. We're moving on up to the next round. And it's Ruby Soho versus, I don't really like that Britt Baker, but it was the best one. Doesn't really look like her in the face as much, but it's Ruby Soho and Britt Baker coming up next. Ignore it, Goddess. We're all here to have a good time. And I tell you what, man, even yesterday, I'll give you a prime example. Got to make peace with an old friend, sort of, last night on The Conversation, thanks to Chance and my friend Travis Rex and company. Maybe I'm a fool. Here we go, Ruby. Destination unknown. Ruby, oh. Ruby and Britt Baker coming up next. Pittsburgh, baby. Even though she's from Pittsburgh, I'm not a huge Britt Baker fan. But she is badass. The match with Thunder Rosa and her, where she was a bloody mess. Holy hell. I should use Kelly's theme for her. Kelly has that same type of theme that she comes out to. Let's just give something else, grab something here. Destination unknown. Ruby, Soho. Ruby, Soho. I mean, her outfit was dope. Destination AEW on the back of her jacket. She was a badass. Her and Thunder Rosa worked together for a while. I was hoping she'd come out in her Joker outfit since she was the Joker, though. She always has dope outfits. I can't wait to see what she starts coming out to. And her opponent, the AEW Women's World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I'm trying to get an appointment to get my teeth looked at from her. She's only about 45 minutes from me. Goddess, I'm going to come scoop up Goddess, Demented, Blade Charge, all my Pittsburgh friends. We're going to go to get our teeth checked by Dr. Britt Baker. How about it? Now, with the Casino Battle Royals, the one good thing is they don't always get that title shot right away. And because of the fact that Ruby doesn't have any wins and losses, and that's kind of what they base everything on, that's also why, like, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, if they get title shots right away, it kind of is against the whole premise of the wins and losses actually counting. Hey, Goddess, hey, if I can keep these 6 people, I said I only had 6 spots to download AEW, guys, but Goddess of Pain versus Britt Baker, we might have to have an AEW versus LTD show coming up soon, and we'll do some dream matches. Like, I made a list here. You're on the list. And it was those to download: CM Punk, MJF, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Omega, Adam Page, Brian Cage, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, Eddie Kingston, and Orange Cassidy. Unfortunately, I only had 6 spots to download. But then I'll read this list off again, which is amazing. If you look at the actual roster of WWE2K19 and all those that are over in AEW now, you got Ruby, you got Shawn Spears, Jake Roberts, Aleister Black, Matt Hardy, Moxley, Goldust, Jericho, FTR, Christian, Andrade, Rusev, Big Show, Sting, Adam Cole, and Bryan Danielson. It's crazy. There's probably a couple other ones too. Kelly, you like that too? I mean, it might have to be Kelly versus Goddess versus Britt Baker then. Or you can fight Ruby Soho. I have no spots open to download. Wally Salter, nice list. And hey, I'll let her fix my teeth. I'm not kicking out her at bed for eating crackers or nothing, but I'm not a huge Brit fan. But like I talked about earlier, my friends that are in wrestling, CJ Sensation knows her personally, knows Wardlow, knows a lot of those guys who used to be in IWC here in Pittsburgh, International Wrestling Cartel, and a lot of the other federations around here, RWA, which is around here, which I did the ring announcing for that one time, and they actually told me recently that the door's open for me to do ring announcing there again in the future, so I get 100% again and feeling good. I might take them up on that offer and go back to good old Goddess, Wes Newton. Goddess knows where Wes Newton is. And RWA, Renegade Wrestling Alliance here in southwestern Pennsylvania. They always bring in some big names for that, so I know. Wow! The stomp by Britt Baker knocks her the fuck out! Holy shit! That's what... Oh. Hey, she uses that stomp for real. Someone put some good movesets on these people I downloaded, I guess. Let's play Chance's theme song. I just want to hear it. He really mad at Britt now. Get her, Goddess, get her. Goddess of Pain versus Britt Baker. I'm down for that shit. Winner of the match, Mrs. Britsburg, Dr. Britt Baker. Oh, what's this? What's this? That's Cassie Lee, formerly known as Peyton Royce. She's in AEW. It's Cassie Lee. Cassie Lee, former the Iconics. They're now known as Inspiration. And Britt's gonna stomp her too. Oh, Peyton Royce shows up to try to spoil Britt's win. Wow, Peyton Royce, Cassie Lee runs into the ring and Britt stomps her grill. Eat some canvas. There's a nice little surprise. I dig it. We got 2 huge matches left. Maybe we'll do a friendly fire rumble and mix up some of these AEW and you guys in the chat. Stick around. We'll see how it goes. Let's move on to our next match. This is my dream match. And I can't believe it actually might happen. Well, that's how FAW has worked in the past. We do these special shows, and then you guys, which I totally understand, want to get a piece of these sons of bitches in my AEW. I was kind of hoping CM Punk was going to punch Sting after that fight. It would kind of ruin the whole respect angle they got going. But to see Sting and CM Punk face to face, Sting said right in the ring that he wanted to fight CM Punk. And Punk also agrees. So even though Sting's old, if he got a couple good matches in him, I think he does. He's shown already he can still do it. In that brawl with Darby Allin, the tag match with Darby Allin, I think Sting has a couple good matches left. And damn, I would love to see one be this shit. Let's get down to the ring. JW Yes, indeed. It was amazing. I love Sting. I always have. He's one of my all-time favorites, baby. Always a huge Sting fan. It's Sting, the icon! That's the thing about Sting. His little run in WWE, I mean, he got to fight Seth Rollins and a couple other people. Damn, I wanted him to fight more people while he was there, so I really hope he gets the opportunity to get a couple more fights under his belt. I'm not one of those guys who's against these legends fighting. I think Tony Khan has his head screwed on right. He's got the right people, knowledgeable people. The VPs know what they're talking about. They're going to use, I got faith after this past year that they're going to use these guys correctly and give us one hell of a show. Week in, week out, pay-per-views, Rampage, Dynamite is going to be a hell of a show this week, Caliber. I cannot wait for it. Let's bring the man out next that set the wrestling world on fire. After 7 years, look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been everything you want to be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality. Yeah, I love that song too. We used to cover some Living Color songs back in the day. Great stuff. Here we go. Yeah, Suzuki, the Suzuki Mox match coming up. A lot of people like the Suzuki and the Ruby arrivals better than the big double ending we had. Ice cream, CM Punk ice cream, that was great. I loved it. Punk has been gold, and like I said, I'll make no bones about it. I thought he was going to be rusty last night. He wasn't rusty. Here we go, Sting and CM Punk. Right now, let's do it. Big clothesline by Sting. Picking up Punk. Sting chants starting here in Chicago. You know the CM Punk chants would be bigger, but they don't have them in the game. Punk now. I didn't mind Punk's new attire. He's wearing longer tights now, not the trunks. Yeah, I thought he was going to be rusty, JW. He must have, I mean, from what I heard from people in the know, that he's been really training hard. Sting and Bryan Danielson, I mean, I don't know. Hey, if it's your dream match, it's your dream match. Everyone has their own. I'd rather see Sting and Punk if he's only going to have one or two more matches. I don't think they do enough of the face versus face respect matches. I want to see some hatred, too, as well in these fights. Hey, it was really funny when Punk came out, the dude's jumping into the crowd, man. He's jumping into the crowd. I was never a huge Punk fan, but the mystique around him, the fact that he did sit down on the ramp and call out Vince in WWE, the fact that he did buck the system, try to MMA for a while, left for 7 years. He was holding up the number 7 after he won, you know, showing everybody 7 years since he was on TV wrestling, and that he impressed the shit out of me. Like I said, I was totally expecting CM Punk to come out and be rusty, but him and Darby Allin put on a great match. Right now, Punk's stomping away. Next match is Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole, baby. We got a triple threat elimination match coming up next in our main event. Punk saying, I thought about doing a friendly fire rumble. Who knows? I might hold that off for another show to mix up these wrestlers. We're going to give FAW its due here tonight. And definitely Goddess versus Britt Baker. I wish I could download more people, but the 6 that I did get, I said earlier, Jungle Boy, MJF, Darby Allin, Britt Baker, CM Punk, and Kenny Omega. I'll try to keep them on this roster for a while, since we know that until the turn of the year, we're going to have this game open to still play, which is a great thing. And we touched on it a little bit in Chance's conversation on Twitter Spaces yesterday. The fact that 2K22 has to be a good game. I think with Ukes designing it, we're going to look at a lot of changes in what we're used to here in the WWE games, though. SpaghettiOs, look at Punk about to fly, elbow to the chesticles. And the Wrestling Code game is really good, too. I'm excited to see that as well. And the AEW game is starting to look like a stacked game as well. And I'm hoping Chance and other people that have said that it's going to be more arcade style is wrong. I want community creations. I want uploads. I think that with Aubrey, the referee, who's a wrestling gamer and developer from the past, and with the VPs and all the gamers they got, I think that they're going to put out one hell of a game next year. Jungle Boy has been awesome. All the theme songs, man. From Jericho's to Punk's to Wild Thing for Moxley to Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy with Baltimora, Tarzan Boy. I mean, that's great. Just, they're making theme music so much more important anymore. And as us here in CAW, EFED and SimFed know, it can make a huge difference in developing that character, identifying that character. Bryan Danielson's music was a little mix of his old music, because the beginning, you get the classical buzz and into his new song. Adam Cole's music was dope. I loved it, too. So whoever's making the music for AEW is pretty damn awesome. I didn't realize Luchasaurus was in WWE before, too. Without the mask, but he was in WWE briefly. So you can count Luchasaurus as someone that they dropped the ball on, too, if you want to get technical. Suplex bringing him in the hard way here. Sting in control. 56% of you guys want Sting to get the win here in the live chat. Sting setting him up. Closing in. Reversal by Punk. And the way that, but specifically these two guys, the way they work the crowds in these events is just, look at it. Well, even look at them here in the game going absolutely crazy. They're going ballistic. They're going bonkers. Sting now taking CM Punk over, elbow to the stomach a couple times by Punk. So I want to try to mix in a little more FAW stuff, some dream matches for you guys. Looks like a AEW versus LTD show is again on the horizon. Slowly bringing myself back into streaming, possibly going to 2 shows a week instead of 3 for a while. I'll probably go against that and stream tomorrow and Thursday this week, though. I don't know. But I've looked at my matches. I'm not doing 10, 12, 14 match cards anymore. I got 7 or 8 matches to keep them around 2 hours, which is where it should be for me to get through these shows. Uh-oh, Punk again looking for that elbow from up top. The fans are on fire. Got him. Cover by Punk. Oh, kick out. I thought that was it. So I'm excited about the future of wrestling. I think WWE has to make moves to try to compete. But WWE's not going anywhere. I said that earlier. They're too big of a conglomerate. But a lot of people don't know this. The Khan family has more money than the McMahon family, from what I'm hearing. They got billions and billions, too. WWE has history. They have legacy. They have decades of history. They're not going anywhere. But to me, like I said earlier, they're doing something different. They are sports entertainment. AEW is professional wrestling. Took him down at ringside here. And I like the differentiating of that. You get a different product in New Japan. You get a different product in Impact and NWA and Ring of Honor. It's the way it should be. There's something for everybody out there is the way I like to position it right now. If you're a wrestling fan and you can't find something you like, you must not be watching wrestling very good. But here's the thing. I'm a realist. There's always people out there who want to shit on everyone's parade. I've learned to ignore social media stuff. Yes, Sting is busted open, and he doesn't put him to sleep, but Punk got him to tap out. Wow! Holy hell in a handbasket. Check out the highlight. He's doing a little wiggle dance. It was a good fight. I was hoping Sting won, I'll be honest. I can be biased radio in these shows. Yeah, Goddess, you can go comfort Sting. Oh, Kelly's the sad panda too. CM Punk with the win. Uh-oh! Malachi Black! Malachi Black is coming in after Punk! Black is back! It's Punk and Malachi Black! Up top, Malachi has CM Punk another run and taking advantage. Sting wants nothing to do with it. Malachi Black superplex on Punk, and he ain't done. He's setting him up. Machete's in the building. Oh, watch out, Punk! Oh, what a knee strike by Malachi Black. A run in by Malachi Black, going after Punk, spoiling his victory. And the House of Black, oh, putting a hurting on Punk. Unbelievable. We saw Cassie Lee, formerly known as Peyton Royce, come out and go after Britt Baker, but blackout! Oh, no! What a shot right there. Got him! Oh, my goodness. Me too, brother. Non-stop Extreme Wrestling's in the building. Punk and Malachi Black. Another dream match we could have here in our AEW as part of Fantasy Action Wrestling. And it's almost time for the main event. And I'm hearing word that we have a change in our main event. Our main event scheduled to be Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, something has gone down here in Chicago. We got a surprise for y'all. The main event has changed. The main event has changed. What could it be? What could be the change in the main event? It's Wyndham Rotunda! Wyndham Rotunda, formerly known as Bray Wyatt, is here in FAW. AEW. It's now a four-way elimination. Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, and now, formerly Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda is here in AEW. Our main event just took a whole new level. Time for a Funhouse edition of the main event. Please let me book AEW. Oh, baby, I'm having fun. Certified Hustler, baby. NWA in the building. Good to see you, Certified Hustler. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaised Radio. The cult of Wyndham is here. We got ourselves a fatal four-way elimination in the main event now. You know him as Bray Wyatt. You know him as The Fiend. He is here in AEW on FAW. Take your picks, place your bet. It's up already, the poll, to find out who you think's going to win. Ooh, Certified Hustler. Good shit, brother. Wow, nice. Good stuff. That was a really cool show. You were at the chase. Yeah, NWA doing Empower and their show, the NWA 73, with Ric Flair making an appearance with a new NWA World Champion. Big shout out to Certified Hustler in the chat. Big shout out to you, my brother. Awesome. I dig it, my friend. I'll check you out. Certified Hustler up in the building. He's from the St. Louis area. We got other people around here in our community from them. Trevor Murdoch, now the new NWA World Champion. Christian Cage, the Impact Champion. And Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion. Woo! Cult of Wyndham, I would love it, Hustler. We talked about a lot of things earlier. There's actually going to be a Braun Strowman EC3 match coming up. There was a promo on that I saw, a vignette that was dope. Plus the Buddy Matthews, formerly Buddy Murphy, more than likely Impact bound. I would think with Braun, but who knows? That's the beauty of wrestling right now. There's so many questions that are unanswered. There's so many possibilities that could happen with the Forbidden Door being open, with the comings and goings of some of the biggest names and wrestlers making moves. I dig it. Let's get down to the match. He's going to go by his real name. Titan, I think, is going to be his nickname. He's going by Adam Scherr, which is his real name. But JW, you're right. He also is donning the moniker of Titan. But right now, Adam Scherr versus EC3 is going to happen. Just so much great things happening in wrestling. I'm not knocking any companies. I'm not supporting only one company. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. There's something for everybody out there. Good stuff, Certified Hustler, my friend. I'm going to check you out here on YouTube and hope you stick around for more action. We do our own thing, and we're doing a little fantasy action wrestling dream matches. I can't wait to see this one. Let's get down the ring here in Chicago for our main event of All Out Fantasy Action Wrestling style. He was a belt collector, but now not so much. Still the AAA champ. Still the AEW World Champion. This is Kenny Omega. Hamburger, cheeseburger. The wrestler cheeseburgers out there too. Ham. So yeah, you can check out NWA, what they're doing. You can check out GCW, what they're doing. There's so many great options for wrestling fans right now. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I did this show today, to kind of spread the word, have it out there. It's amazing. Let's see what we got here in the poll so far. 20% for Omega, 20% for Adam Cole, 20% for Bryan Danielson, and 40% for Wyndham Rotunda. Omega's here. Kenny Omega, the first to come out. Here we go. I see Braun definitely going to fight maybe overseas and stuff like you're stating as well. It's kind of difficult with what's going on in the world, but... Drop that knowledge, Hustler. I dig it. You know this shit. I like it. Hollywood Haley. Jazzy Yang. Yeah, you got some good stuff there. That's what I mean. Even besides AEW, WWE, so many indie feds, smaller feds, regional federations. Wrestling, professional wrestling is, I think, the best it's ever been right now, and I'm happy to be a part of it. In the ring now, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And you know who this is. Adam Cole, baby! What a surprise. I mean, I knew it was a possibility last night, but when the music hit and it was Adam Cole coming out, everyone was expecting Bryan Danielson. And Adam Cole made his way out and down to the ring. Man, you're typing fast as shit there, Hustler. How you do that? I dig it, man. You got knowledge. Drop it if you want. That's what the live chat's for. Adam Cole, his shirt was dope. But there's something that someone pointed out to me that I didn't catch right away. He was wearing Jordans when he came out. And if I'd have saw that right away, I think I would have predicted the heel turn a little quicker. Coming down, getting a big pop. Adam Cole, baby. His music was dope. And then super kicking Jungle Boy. Are we going to see Adam Cole versus... We got to see Adam Cole versus Jungle Boy, right? Well, that might have to be the next fight I have here in FAW. He super kicks Jungle Boy. And the next thing you know, who knows what's going down? Yeah, we were talking about the post-media scrum earlier, Hustler. We talked about Ruby Riot's interview. Ruby Soho, I mean, they did call her Ruby Riot and apologize. Oh, it's about to get freaky up in here. He is here, ladies and gentlemen. Formerly Bray Wyatt, formerly The Fiend. This is Wyndham Rotunda. Good stuff, Hustler. We got a nice little community here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you know when Blaised Radio goes live. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already and share it out to the community and let people know what we're doing here. We bring you Created Wrestler. Normally, this channel is for Creation and Simulation Federation. It's interactive digital wrestling game for your entertainment. Original created characters with creators and managers live in the chat. Sit back, relax, let the AI take you for a ride. Strap it in, strap it on, strap it up, strap it down. Whatever floats your boat, people, whatever makes you happy. I'm glad to be a part of your day and hope you guys enjoyed the show. I am your boy Blaise McCoy, your dungeon master, creator, commentator, promoter, MC, DJ, ring announcer, play-by-play. Glad to be a part of your day. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaised Radio. I watched the whole post-media scrum last night, and to hear those guys explain why, Hammerstone's dope too, bro, why they chose AEW. And for credit, Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole, neither of them really knocking WWE. Cole even said his conversation with Vince was good, but they weren't offering what he wanted, apparently. And he's really happy to be able to play video games on his Twitch channel, too. What a main event we got. 4 the biggest names in wrestling brought together here by BlazeCon, I guess you can call me. Main event is about to go down, folks. Thank you for joining the show. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications so you know when Blaised Radio goes live. Join the family. The community is amazing. We're all about positivity. And, man, I can't wait to see how this goes down. Let's go back to the live chat poll. Still a resounding lead right now for Wyndham Rotunda to take the win. But it's anybody's ball game. 4 names that rock the wrestling world. Omega has been on top of the world for quite some time. Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson making their debuts last night to within 2 or 3 minutes, which is normally against the old way of thinking, I know. But it's a great, great way to end the show because a lot of people were thinking about Bryan Danielson, waiting to do the yes chance, and out come Adam Cole. I checked out a couple other YouTubers that do watch-alongs, and the reactions were amazing to watch them also be surprised when you don't get just Bryan Danielson. You don't just get Adam Cole. You get both of them in a big brawl to end the show. And Bryan Danielson, Christian, and the Jurassic Express standing tall. The Elite looks stronger than ever. Oh! And the signs were there if you watch BTE, if you watch Being the Elite. They've been teasing Adam Cole coming over for a while. But it's so so many possibilities in All Elite Wrestling. Wednesday's going to be a hell of a show. I've been to 2 live shows. You guys remember last year I got a little TV time on AEW, my 15 seconds of fame for your boy Blaise McCoy. And this last time I went, I did get to meet some of the International Wrestling Cartel, the IWC wrestlers from here in southwestern Pennsylvania. And a lot of connections to those like Britt Baker and Wardlow and many in All Elite. I can't wait to bring you guys the Real Deal podcast interview that I'm going to do, and maybe even a full podcast here. If my health can even get a little better, I'll bring you more action and we'll review more stuff. There's so many people that review wrestling out there, and a lot of them are really good and knowledgeable. I'm not going to knock anybody, but so many are so negative and just yelling and screaming and angry. I'm excited, if you can't tell, about the future of professional wrestling. It's so amazing right now. So many options, so many places that you can watch. No matter what type of wrestling you want and like, it's out there to enjoy. We got Wyndham Rotunda and Bryan Danielson locking up. A 2 count there by Adam Cole on Kenny Omega. Keep in mind, this is pinfall submission elimination until one man is left standing here in our Fantasy Action Wrestling Dream Match AEW main event. Big slam by Rotunda. Off the ropes now. Adam Cole with a big knee strike. Great to see everybody. Big shout out to Goddess of Pain, Lady Devil, Certified Hustler, JW Caliber, each and every one of you guys who have stopped by, popped in, MSW, Elfie. We got an Elite Extreme Women's show coming up here soon. Later on tonight, also Kelly with BMWF Wrestling here on YouTube. We got a stack night of wrestling, digital wrestling here on YouTube, part of the Digital Wrestling Syndicate here on YouTube. Sky Blue's dope to her. Red Velvet put on a great match. I like me some Julia Hart as well. Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa. The women's division has really blossomed in AEW. I remember last year people knocking it. Check out the website also for LTD, and if you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy Blaise McCoy on Facebook, Twitter, Skype, and Instagram. The DMs are always open. Wyndham Rotunda working on Bryan Danielson. Kenny Omega, One Wing Angel for Cole. This could be... No, he flips him over. What a reversal by Adam Cole. Holy piss in a bottle. The fans going ballistic here in Chicago for the main event. Wyndham Rotunda making his debut here to make this triple threat a fatal 4-way elimination matchup. Off the ropes now. Bryan, the American Dragon, takes down Wyndham Rotunda. Adam Cole working on Kenny Omega. Swing and a miss. The LTD website is updated, people. If you guys want to check out the rosters that have been updated, the next 7 or 8 shows, scheduled tentatively for Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am looking to bring the Get Blaze talk show back on some Saturdays as well. Stay tuned to Blaised Radio, because somebody's about to get blazed. J-Dog. There's another one, ECWE, earlier with a great show, J-Dog and Company. The main event originally scheduled for a 3-way, and Wyndham Rotunda showing up here in Fantasy Action Wrestling's AEW, here at our version of All Out, to make this one hell of a main event. History in the making here on YouTube as well. And last night was amazing. We've been talking about it all day. And we are good. There's Matt Gary in the building as well. Good to see ya. Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio. It's the main event going down. Mythic, you get your PlayStation back, and Mythic Legends. I love it how Greek mythology comes to life in your show. We got so many great shows here. Something for everything. We got our own little community here. Double underhook. Rotunda's out. Rotunda eliminated, or is he just on the outside? Is he out of here? Wyndham Rotunda is out. You can drop the D and just call me Blaze, Matt. I appreciate it. Good to see you here. If you're going to ask about who... What's up, Matt? You got a question? Go ahead, shoot, my friend. Rolling through Brian Danielson. I keep wanting to say Daniel Bryanson. Big haymaker there by Omega. Adam Cole rolling in. These are the three guys in the end of the show last night, turning heads. Adam Cole, Brian Danielson. I cannot wait for Dynamite this Wednesday. Steaks on the grill. Woo, I'm jealous. I got barbecue ribs. Main event about to go down. There's a pinning combination by Cole. He got him! Brian Danielson's eliminated. We got Omega and Adam Cole. Omega and Adam Cole. Slugging it out here in the final main event. Big clothesline by Omega. I'm hoping to come back tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern, for LTD Wrestling return. As long as health permitting, we're going to go right back to the LTD Olympics. I don't have a 10-bell salute, but I'll definitely big shout out, prayers, and love to you, Matt Gary, and your family. Sorry to hear the bad news, but we appreciate you, my friend. Wishing the best for you and your family, Matt, most certainly. Kenny Omega eating the knee of Adam Cole, and the fans are going absolutely apeshit. That's right, the Elite versus the Elite here. Kick to the gut, reversal, into the corner. Omega has Adam Cole reeling. Certified Hustler's fingers are on fire from typing. Well, Matt Outlaw's in the building. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Kenny Omega looks to put him away. Will that be enough? 1, 2, and he's done it. He has done it. Kenny Omega still on top of the world. What a fight! Unbelievable! Great fight for the main event. We saw Moxley versus Jungle Boy. We saw another Jericho versus MJF. Stellar matchup. Check out the replay if you missed the earlier fights for sure. The Good Brothers versus FTR. Malachi Black versus Darby Allin. Wow. We had an 8-man battle royal. We had Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker. My dream match, CM Punk versus Sting. And what a main event. The winner of the match, Kenny Omega. That's it for today, folks, right at the 2-hour mark. I appreciate you for being a part of the show. Hit that thumbs up, hit the share button, and make sure you're subscribed so you know when Blaised Radio goes live. Unreal. What a great show. I love bringing you FAW, Fantasy Action Wrestling, dream matches every once in a while. Unreal show. We had some run-ins, some surprises, and the arrival of Wyndham Rotunda here in our version of AEW. Well, that's it here for tonight, folks. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Fantasy Action Wrestling, brought to you by the Blaised Radio Network. Thanks for being a part of the show, and hope to see you guys next time. But until then, keep in mind, people, the world may be crumbling around us, but life is about what we do with the moments we have left. Live every day like it's your last, and no matter what ails you or what might be bringing you down, hopefully we can take it away just for a little bit. This brings an end to this episode of FAW, our version of AEW's All Out. What an historic night it was last night, and what a great show it was here today. Woo. Peace and positive vibes to each and every one of you guys and gals and your families. Stay safe and stay tuned to Blaised Radio right here on YouTube. See you in my streams, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all. Couldn't do it without you. And hope to see you again soon. Right here on Blaised Radio. Because you all know, and I know, somebody's always about to get blazed. Peace, y'all. See you on the flip side. I'm out of here. I'm all out of here.